This is Yogita Patil. Name of the paper is Sedimentary and Metamorphic Petrology. Today we are going to learn about sedimentary petrology, sedimentary rocks and their structures. Now, what is sedimentary petrology? It is simply defined as study of sedimentary rocks, their characters, their mode of formation, their textures, their structures, and all other related aspects of sedimentary rocks are studied under sedimentary petrology. Now the question arises, what are sedimentary rocks? This is the definition of sedimentary rocks. Those rocks which are formed by the processes like weathering and erosion from pre-existing rocks are called as sedimentary rocks. All of us know that there are certain weathering and erosion agents like wind, water, ice, sea waves. They regularly act on the rocks which are exposed on the earth's surface, and these rocks face wear and tear, and debris are formed from these pre-existing rocks. Again, these debris get consolidated and a new rock is formed, which is called as a sedimentary rock. Now once the sedimentary rock is formed, it exhibits different properties. Structure is one of that. So what is structure? Structure is nothing but a large scale feature present on the rock surface. These are larger, generally three-dimensional physical features of sedimentary rocks, and these structures can be observed megascopically, that is in large hand specimens and in the field outcrop. So now we are going to learn about the certain types of sedimentary structures. These are few examples of sedimentary structures like bedding planes, ripple marks, mud cracks, current bedding, graded bedding, etc. The sedimentary structures are subdivided into two broad categories depending upon their mode of formation or origin. These two categories are primary structures and secondary structures. Primary structures are those structures which are formed at the time of the formation of the rock itself. That is, when the rock is formed, the structure forms at the time of the formation of the rock, and these type of structures are called as primary structures. Example, bedding or stratification, graded bedding, cross bedding, etc. While those structures which are formed subsequent or after the formation of the sedimentary rock are called as secondary structures. Means these structures get formed after the formation of the rock itself. Example, mud cracks. Bedding or stratification. It is the first sedimentary structure. What is bedding or stratification? As the name indicates, the structure which is made up of beds or strata, means layer. We know that sedimentary rocks are layered in characters. It is their characteristic feature. And the minerals in the sedimentary rocks are get arranged in such a way that they forms beds or stratification. Some igneous and metamorphic rocks also show stratification, but that is not a bedding in real sense. It is called as pseudo stratification. There is a difference between two adjacent or successive beds in terms of their color, their texture and their composition. It can be observed in hand specimen. The boundary between two successive beds is called as a bedding plane. It demarcates the boundary between two adjacent beds. Lamina is also a type of bed, but it is very thin. It is generally 1 centimeter in thickness, less than 1 centimeter in thickness. When it is so, it is called as a lamina. Bedding is displayed here in this diagram. We can see that different beds are there. They differ in terms of their color, their texture and their composition. Also, the lines visible between two beds, these lines are called as bedding planes. Next type is graded bedding. As the name indicates, there is a gradation of the bed depending upon the grain size. All of us know that the beds or the rock, sedimentary rock, is made up of minerals. The minerals get arranged into different beds depending upon their size. This gradation is caused due to action of wind or water current. The gradation is from coarse to fine, from top to bottom. The coarse grains get deposited at the bottom, followed upward by mid-sized grains, and at the top we can see that there are very fine grains. This type of structure is called as graded bedding. This is the diagrammatic representation of graded bedding. Here we can see the gradation according to grain size. Coarse grain minerals are settled at the bottom, followed upward by mid-sized grains, and at the top we can observe that there are very fine grained material. This type of structure is called as graded bedding. Then next type of structure is current or cross bedding. When the condition of deposition of layers or beds is normal, that is, there is no disturbance or no difference between the velocity or direction of the wind or water current occurs, the beds get deposited in parallel manner or in horizontal manner, one above the another. One layer gets deposited, then comes second, then comes third, and so on. But when there is a change in the velocity or direction of a wind or water current, this arrangement gets disturbed and the beds started getting deposited in an inclined manner, making an angle with the horizontal beds which are previously deposited. This type of bedding is called as current or cross bedding. As they cross those beds which are get deposited further in the due course of time, they make an angle or they are inclined with the previous beds which are horizontal in nature. Hence this type of structure is called as cross bedding. This is the diagrammatic depiction of cross bedding. Here we can observe that at the bottom the beds are horizontal. If there were no such disturbance occurred, the beds would have been deposited in a horizontal manner, parallel to one another. But we can see that the disturbance occurred, which is shown by a blue line, and hence the strata gets disturbed and there is an inclination or angle has been formed between two successive beds. This is a current bedding or cross bedding. Next structure is ripple mark. As the sediments are formed in a wet condition or wet stage, when the sediment gets formed before formation of sedimentary rock, they are in wet condition, and if a wind or water current passes through it, a wave-like pattern is formed on the surface of these wet sediments. This pattern is called as ripple mark. When a wave or wind current passes from the sediment, ripple marks are developed. Now, depending upon the agent of formation, that is whether it is wave or whether it is wind, there are two types of ripple marks. First is symmetrical ripple mark. These are formed due to the action of sea waves as a result of oscillatory movements of water current. As the waves have a rhythm in their movement, there are certain oscillations in their movement. Hence, symmetrical ripple marks are formed having a fixed amplitude between crest and, that is the distance between successive crest and trough. While asymmetrical ripple marks are those which are formed due to wind current. As there is no stability in the velocity of wind, it gets altered due to certain factors. Sometimes it is very low, sometimes it is high. Hence, due to this difference in velocity of the wind, asymmetrical ripple marks are formed. Here we can see at the top, diagram A shows symmetrical ripple marks. We can see uniformity in the pattern, wavy pattern, while in diagram B, asymmetrical ripple marks are shown. These are non-uniform and hence called as asymmetrical ripple marks. Then secondary type of structure is there, which is called as mud cracks. As the name indicates, the cracks developed in the mud are simply called as mud cracks. It can be defined as a polygons. Polygons means having more than one side. Polygons with different number of roughly straight sides. The polygons which are bounded by different number of sides, which may be smooth or which may be cracked. Mud cracks are preserved when a flood washes in sediment that fills the cracks and buries the muddy bottom before the mud can swell and destroy its cracks. These are formed on the surface of dried up pool or in the field. We generally observe in the field, when we water the field, it gets wet and a mud is formed. But when there is a gap between watering to successive watering, the soil gets dry and cracks are developed, which are nothing but mud cracks. This is the diagram of mud cracks. All of us have already seen this diagram. Thus, today we have seen definition of sedimentary petrology, definition of sedimentary rock, definition of sedimentary structures, two broad categories of structures, that is primary and secondary, and types of both type of structures. Thank you.